between the San Francisco 49ers and the Las Vegas Raiders. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going. Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. First carry for Josh Jacobs. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. The kick by Carlson is good, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So the interception set him up a terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Their second drive with the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little bit, didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now back to throw. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
The Raiders at 2 and 3 here to begin the new season. They were losers their last time out. Try to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Now Willis on 3rd down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
They try and run on 1st down, but this one's going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line.
Sometimes that's a danger of putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You can wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
Apparently, they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Now Willis.
He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Willis headed left off the option. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line. 18
On 1st down, Willis. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. There he goes, right side. The 20. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, 49ers.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields it in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it, and you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone, and that's exactly why he did.
And he returns this to the 22. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw. incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. McCaffrey going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. Second and 1. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the 49ers have moved out in front. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
It's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
Willis throws another interception, his 3rd of the game. And the Niners are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's got some space here. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Willis back to the air on 2nd and 10.
He'll look downfield for Waller. And incomplete on the deep ball. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
3rd down, it's Willis.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A give, it's Jacobs off the option. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First and 10, Willis.
He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's first and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Lawrence Cager, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Raiders are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
This will be a return from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The interception on the last drive proved costly, led to the tying score, so 17 all as they come up on a first down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. They'll set up a throw. Now he's going to throw deep right side. It's caught inside the 25.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's first and goal. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. But it'll be second and goal.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. McCaffrey running up the middle. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
And they've stopped them on the first 2 downs. Obviously, this is an important play coming up here. I think it's more so for the guys on defense because if they stop them here, I think they've set the tone for the entire game, how difficult it's going to be to score on them.
Ball rests on the 7-yard line, third and goal.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll try and sneak it here. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. It's their quarterback in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's columns.
Now an option play on second down.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
The second down throw by Willis.
Going for the deep ball. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown Raiders. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Raiders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will tie us at 24. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And, Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Danielle Hunter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
It's Bubba Bolden who picks it.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
To the air on 1st down, here's Willis.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And this is going to be a Raiders 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Willis looking to throw on 1st down.
He's going to float this one deep right side.
Willis throws another interception, his 3rd of the game. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers are going to get it back here just past the 35.
That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And the safety, Trayvon Merrick, up to make the play defensively.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Counter play with Jacobs. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Hey, check that.
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Touchdown! Bryan Edwards, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the 2nd half after a decent first half offensively. But they need their best drive of the game right here. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I know that pass was incomplete, but I'm awfully impressed with how he was able to maintain his vision, because normally when you break out to the left that way, it narrows everything down, almost becomes a half-field read. But he's able to still see the entire playing surface and try to connect all the way back to the right.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And the Raiders have got him. The Niners on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 19. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. On the move to his left. And that is incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Willis. Delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 27 yards there, a first down. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop...
Touchdown, Raiders! A great effort there. His third touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Raiders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Willis going to try to run it, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal.
Second and goal at the 5-yard line.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal.
It's now third and goal.
Jacobs. And Jacobs, I don't think is going to get there. No. It appears they're going to mark him short of the first. Trying for it on fourth down. Here's Willis. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Raiders have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Danielle Hunter in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. They're going to look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Trayvon Merritt. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 35. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
First down and goal to go.
Here's Jacobs. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. You have to think likely another running play coming here, second and 11. That one looks like he'll throw here. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Raiders are going to take over here up near the 40. Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how any time you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back? Now let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6. At the 40
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Raiders 38, 49ers 31.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And he'll conserve whatever time he can as they'll opt to bring it out to the 25-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, where the defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know the